Morning, it's Wednesday the 7th of February 2018 and we're doing another vlog, another short walk, not as long as last time, but just doing a walk from the South Fylde line, so we're going to Lytham, and this time at Cottingley we're going to leave from the up platform, which we haven't done yet on a vlog, so we're going to get the 802 from here to Dewsbury and then onto Hebden Bridge or Todmorden on the one that sort of stops here in the down direction but not the up very much. So let's go to the up platform now at Cottingley and get the 802. Something I'll just point out here, this particular signal, which is currently showing yellow, it's green now. Right, look at the number on it, U40. Years ago someone added a B, and since then, even though it's been rubbed out, it's really quite often been referred to as the UB40 signal, after the famous pop group. Right, how's it doing for time, I wonder? A couple of minutes late, but not too bad. Right. Morley, Batley, Dewsbury, Ravensthorpe, Murfield, Deaton and Huddersfield. Right, we're going to go as far as Dewsbury with this one. So let's wait for it to come in. Right, the 802 to Huddersfield is now approaching. It's a 3-car 144. 144014. Take this as far as Dewsbury, and we can change on to the service to Manchester Victoria via Brighouse. Place on a 144. Right, just to Dewsbury on this one, and then I think it'd be easy to show you actually on the iPad. Won't be a moment. Right, this is today's itinerary: Dewsbury, Todmorden, Blackburn, round the Todd Curve, Preston and then Lytham, because the Blackpool South line is now back in use, so that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully any changes you'll see at the end. Just pulled into Batley, and on both sides here, the upside and the downside over there, it's just crammed. I haven't seen so many passengers at Batley, it's incredible. Quite a few have got off as well. Our stop is next, Dewsbury. Still about 3 or 4 minutes late. Right, just leaving Batley now. It'd be great if they put a third track in there, created the platform 3, but cut a lot of trees down. You can easily do it. Over the viaduct. Grange Road is its usual busy self. Next stop Dewsbury and we're off. Right, we've now arrived at Dewsbury. What was Dewsbury Wellington Road. Let's go get our ticket now, because he didn't come down for it on that train. Although I must admit the one we need he couldn't issue anyway, because we want a Northern Rover ticket. So let's make for the booking office. We're not in a tater-arsing because our next train is best part of half an hour, the Manchester Vic one. Liverpool train on time, so a lot of people have jumped off that one to go quicker to Huddersfield. It's a bit cold. Right, to the booking office. Right, so in case you're wondering now, we've just popped down to the bus station for a cup of tea. Tea number 1. So it'll be back up to the railway station very shortly once we finish this, and then on to Todmorden or Hebden Bridge depending on how the train is running. Right, this is Dewsbury bus station. We just walked down here for a quick cup of tea while we wait for kill time and all that between trains. Let's take a right up here now. Transpennine service there heading out towards Leeds and York or whatever. Right, we're just waiting to cross the road now. Okay, that's it. Let's nip across here. Back into Dewsbury train station. That's the West Riding, famous for the Transpennine booze cruise. Right, I think he saw us actually earlier, so let's get straight through. You want my ticket again? Or?
I don't think I've actually seen it.
No,
I saw your line, but I didn't see what it was.
Let me just... Right, this is a couple of minutes late or so, 4 minutes late. Never mind. If there is a problem when we get to Todmorden, we'll have to just go over Hebden Bridge and not go around Todmorden West Curve. Seems to be quite a lot of passengers about still. Not so much on the down platform because one's just left. This is of course where we saw the Deltic just after Christmas, hurtling straight through the centre road. Anyway, it's the next one now this side that we need, towards Manchester Vic. Right, our train is approaching, a 150. I was expecting a 158 actually, but it's not.
Anywhere at the station or on trains. This includes e-cigarettes.
So this is 150. 138 heading for Manchester Victoria. So let's get on it. Right, round the A43 to Manchester Victoria, and we're going as far as Hebden Bridge or Todmorden, depending on how the train is working and how we connect. So let's do it, let's keep going. Just leaving Murfield now. Did stop at Ravensthorpe. This service doesn't, generally speaking. Platforms over there, platforms 1 and 2. 2 was on the fast line, the other fast, so it doesn't tend to get stopped at very often. It did that time 4 or 5, 6 years ago, was it now? It'd be a nice little place to live, I think, close to the station. Even got direct services to London. Now we're coming up to Heaton Lodge Junction now, where we shall continue straight ahead. Let's see that in a few moments. Right, the line across there is the down line from Huddersfield, which is the original formation of the new line that passes underneath. We're now going to go straight ahead, and you'll see a line going to the left here, which is the line towards Huddersfield, the up alignment. We're on the up main now, in effect the up main line, so oh my word, look at the trees they've cut down here. Oh, is it that long since we've been here? Oh, there's a transparent going underneath, look, now that couldn't possibly happen if it was a flat junction. My word, they've been really hacking the trees down here, haven't they? So we're on the former L&Y main line now, heading towards Hebden Bridge and Brighouse first. The original slow lines have long since disappeared. See Cooper Bridge scrapyard over there very shortly. It's the A62. Cooper Bridge scrapyard. We used to sit there at the fence as kids in the late 70s, early 80s. And coming in shortly now from this side, from the left, is a line from Huddersfield, is single track third side of the triangle, which is known as Bradley Wood Curve. Bradley Junction to what's now here is Bradley Wood Junction. This is it. This is the line for Huddersfield. Bradley Wood Junction. The next thing you'll see now is the M62. Might see it easier on that side actually. And this is Brighouse. Reopened 18 years ago nearly, 2000, after much procrastination. Said Leeds on the display there, didn't it? We're not going to Leeds in that pick. Right, we're now arriving at Hebden Bridge. You can see the siding there is not very well used. We are going to go through to Todmorden with this train and hope for the best. We are about 4 or 5 minutes late. We may just do it. If we don't, we can come back here on the next Leeds service and then cross over here and go straight through to Preston from here. I'm hoping we don't miss it, but this is the decision we've now got to make, and we've made it, and we're staying on to Todd. So yeah, we are about 4 or 5 minutes late. We did it. Absolutely did it. So we're going around the west curve at Todd. See Studley Park up there, look, I've been up there a few times. Oh, you better view this side actually. Just look at that. Rural Yorkshire at its best. Right, here we go, round Todmorden West Curve. Here is the other alignment, direct from Hebden Bridge. That was put in later, don't forget. We've just done what was the original route. Yes, allegedly, from what I've been told and what I've read, the main line came first, Hebden Bridge Todmorden, which was the XL and Y main line, it's still quite still is. And then the Copy Pit line was built with the curve that was just done. The bit that avoids Todmorden was added later when the freight trains from I think Padiham Power Station to Healy Mills and such like were given a more direct route into reversing Todmorden. So anyway, let's go to Blackburn with this train and then we'll get the one that we could have got at Hebden Bridge had things been gone a little bit different onto Preston. Right in the heart of the Cliviger now, Cliviger Gorge. A little bit of snow up here, light dusting. I just moved sides actually. It's a refurb 150 as well that we're on. I'm slowing down for the air, I don't know. 20-mile-an-hour speed restriction. God, it's fantastic up here, isn't it? Look at this now. That Copy Pit line, you are very pretty. Far off the summit now, it's just a bit further up here. That's the main road from Todd to Burnley, I think it's the A646. And that's about it, Copy Pit Summit, we just passed it, where the gauge is roughly. There's no crossover now because there's no banking engines. Just pulling into Burnley Manchester Road. This was upgraded some few years ago now. It's a much better station than it was, although still no quick and easy access to this side. That's the poster there saying back to that rail replacement bus service in Preston and Blackpool. It's only affecting Blackpool North now, that's why we can go to Lytham and Blackpool South. Right, there's the Colas oil train, it hasn't actually left Blackburn yet. It's on a loop. Right, we're coming into Blackburn now and we're coming into platform 2. And we're about 4 or 5 minutes ahead of schedule. So we will go on the local service to Preston, which is from Colne. It's on the opposite platform. 6-minute connection at Todmorden, and we're to rush like an idiot. And now we've got a 1-minute connection here, and we're going to be able to walk. Look at that! How early we are now. Right, let's get over to platform 4, and we'll go on that Pacer unit to Preston. Right. Can we get a decent seat, I wonder? Hasn't got the road yet. Let's get on it. Right, slight change to the planned itinerary. That's only a slightly earlier train from Blackburn to Preston. That's the only change we're going to make so far. Because we did the connection at Todmorden after a fashion, and now we're doing a 1-minute connection here with ease. Amazing that. So on to Preston and then to Lytham. Okay, green. A light here for Whitton Park, wherever that is. There's a guy there in shorts. I thought I was brave last time for wearing shorts, but anyway, somebody else has beaten me this time. We're not in shorts, as you can see. Got my airwalk on though. Right, just left Cherry Tree, another unit there, going back to Colne. So on to the next one. Now the next one is Pleasington, which has now been designated as a request stop, so we'll see if we stop or not. Pleasington now, are we stopping? Anyone getting on? Yeah, so we're stopping anyway, yeah. We are stopping. We are stopping. Someone is here to get on. Pleasington. Right, made it to Preston, and I believe the service to Blackpool South is platform 1, but we'll see. Let's go this way. A little bit less crowded. There's a train on platform 1 now, but it's got white lights at this end, so I don't think it's ours. 158 going out here. Heading for York. It's obviously started here as that one. 158787, heading for York. Right, it is platform 1. And it's a 150 for Blackpool South. 15215. Check the comments. Check the note for the actual train. Not leaving for quite a while yet, so let's have a look round. There's a Trans-Pennine service here heading for Barrow in Furness. I thought it was Northern actually did this service, no, not Trans-Pennine. Funny. There's a Virgin service coming in on the far side down there, can't see that very easy. They've just divided it. They've split this train. Right, now the 1107 to Blackpool South, and we're going as far as Lytham. Then we're going to walk around to Lytham Hall and on to St Anne's. So let's do it. Right, just leaving Preston now, heading for Blackpool South. Next stop will be Kirkham and Virgin service there, heading for Glasgow, I think it is, or Edinburgh. Check the comment, let's see.
Blackpool South, Kirkham, Wesham, offside, Lytham, that's also Hazel, Daytown, Public Glasgow, stop 17 now, Blackpool South, Brasham, Mitchell, Airport, Avenue. If you have any questions, then please contact us around. Roman service to Blackpool South.
Getting very close here. Stop the tip on those doors what the train is. (390-154). Oh, that little bit up there is the remains of the Deepdale branch, which went to Longridge originally. There's still a signal on it at the end. It's been disused for years. That's the West Coast main line proper up there. We're going towards Blackpool. Right, not far off Kirkham and Wesham. New track layout here now. Quite a lot of stanchions up. And there's some wires, but it's not all wired. It's going to be an interesting station as this one's finished.
You're arriving into Kirkham and Wesham next station.
That's obviously just come from Blackpool South. 3 platform layout, or 4 I wonder. Right, now leaving Kirkham and Wesham, you'll see the turnout to Blackpool North. But no wires as yet. Yes, it's going to be a very interesting layout here when it's finished. I think there's a short section of double track just here now on the South line. That will eventually go to, well, it goes to Blackpool North when it's finished, it will. Yes, they've increased it to a short section of double track here now. Just see the stanchions over there with the North line. Still double track here. Down to single track. That is better, definitely. Right, now arrived at Lytham. You can see a disused platform over there which could one day come back into use. Who knows? Well, that is over there. That little bird thing is. Bird tables. Right, let's watch 152.15, head to Blackpool South. Spelt Lytham, but pronounced Lytham. Right. Let's get to Lytham Hall. It's not very far. There's a new signal there, which BL on the code. It is a little signal box at Blackpool. I thought it would have been controlled by Preston, but anyway, not a bad little station on the shadow side here because of the building. But yeah, you could easily run double track through here if they've got rid of those cable junction boxes and whatever. Very easy to bring that platform back into use. Although it was a bit of a silly place to put the signal there, wasn't it? Anyway, let's get to Lytham Hall. I couldn't not film the front of the station here as it was. Station pub and grill. And that's the access to the platforms. It says Leafy Lytham there. I've never been off here before. Been through it a few times, but never been off. Right, up the steps to the left over the railway. I won't be filming too much of this walk really because battery power isn't great. So we'll just get a shot of the station from the bridge, then leave it till we get to Lytham Hall. We're walking as far as St Anne's, hopefully. We've got just over 2 hours to do that. So, it's a station from the bridge. That's looking towards Blackpool South. Can't see anything much the other way without crossing the road. So, right, Lytham Hall. Should be there in about 10 or 15 minutes, it's not far. Right, this must be the grand entrance. So we'll go through here towards the hall. We don't have to pay unless we actually want to go around the hall itself. Allegedly so. So it's down there. Right, we're here, Lytham Hall. Let's find the tea room. Can't go in because for one thing there's a charge and we haven't got time. But I'm not even so sure it's open actually. It looks a bit closed up. Is the tea room round this way?
Yeah, keep going round, yeah.
Cheers. Looks like it could do with a lick of paint. It does. But there are some picnic tables. A nice view down there. And that's where we've just come up. Let's go around this side. See what there is to see. Tea room and toilets, that'll be fine. Oh, is this the main entrance? Difficult to... Well, doesn't matter to us because we're not going round it. Right, oof. Sun's a bit strong. Hi, hello doggy. Right, in this way. Right, we're now leaving Lytham Hall and we'll walk down this way, past the pond and on to St Anne's. So let's do it. Let's keep going. Right, we've just come up there now and this is the railway bridge. That's looking towards Preston, Kirkham, whatever. And this is looking towards Blackpool South. I don't think we've got time to wait for a train, so we better move on. Right, the promenade down there was closed, so rather than get involved with something that was difficult, we've just cut down the main road. Now we're back on the seafront, and the tide goes out some distance here, by the looks of it. So, on to St Anne's. Along this coastline. Shall we walk further down? Oh dear. Oh, I've got my shorts on now. It's getting a bit, not so much warm, but I'm getting rather hot and bothered. Oh dear. Looks like the white line in there. Oh, watch the little doggy go. Right, we're just alongside the lake here now. We just use the toilet there and then we're heading this way. A nice low sun. It's not bad for February. So let's continue now to St Anne's. Right, we're not very far off St Anne's station now. St Anne's on the sea. So it's just down that road there. We're just by a pier here. It says fish and chips here. I must admit it's tempting to go in actually, but anyway. I like to have gone to Blackpool South. I must admit it is time though, isn't it? Rather than waiting any longer. You can see the pier there. You can't get very far on it though at the moment. Do you know, I think I have some fish and chips here. Let's see what they've got. Because we've still got about half an hour for the train very nearly. Pier Cafe. If it's cod, forget it. If it's haddock, we'll have something. Oh, that sounds nice, doesn't it? Oh, sure we have. Right, we're almost here now, St Anne's on the Sea. Townhouse pub there, that's quite good, although we've got some fish and chips to eat. That's another slight change to the intended itinerary, is we're not having fish and chips in Blackpool now, we're having them here while we wait for the train. I think it's over there, the way in. I could get through that gate, I don't know. We'll go this way. Is there a booking office here? Oh, yes, there is a booking office. I don't believe that. Never thought there'd be a... My word. There's a ticket office. We'll sit on the platform. Look at that. How easy it would be to reinstate double track here. Look at length of platform, eh? St Anne's on the Sea. That's just incredible. I could easily reinstate double track here, bring that platform back into use with minimal effort. Right, let's wait for the 1338 to Blackpool South.
I missed it there. It's my fish and chips and all that. Right, I'm just leaving St Anne's now on the train below. That's what it is. And next on Squires Gate, Blackpool Beach and Blackpool South. So we'll next see you at Blackpool South. Let's go.
Blackpool Airport over there that was. It's not really a proper airport now, I suppose.
Next stop, Squires Gate.
Crazy. Right, we're coming up to Squires Gate station now. Looks like they're building some new houses here, so check what this looks like in another year or so when they're finished. Platforms on this side. Squires Gate. What's it like over there? Oh, look, there's another platform that could easily bring back into use here. Not so ridiculously easy to put double track back here. Just gone past the Pleasure Beach, and we'll shortly be arriving at Blackpool South in a few moments. Electrifying Blackpool North, they ought to electrify this line as well. Could have a great service on it if they did.
Next stop, Blackpool South, Weather Service Thursday. Please ensure you take all personal belongings with you. Do mind the gap between the train and the platform. Blackpool South should enter the final stop. Thank you.
The platform is on this side. And there's a new signal, which we'll see very shortly. Got to be two platforms here as well, I think. There we are. New starting signal. Long platform, but there's only a little bit of it used, as you can see. Blackpool South. Right, we're going to get off here and have about an hour here, then go back on the next one. Right, this is Blackpool South. Well, watch this one go. There's the signals at green now. He's got the road. 70 miles an hour down there. It's quite some speed, is that, for a line speed on this line. Right, so 152.15. We'll see this one go, and then we'll have a walk round and come back. Heading back to Preston. That wasn't the one we came out on, so it was a 150/1 earlier. Right, this is looking north from Blackpool South station now, where the original railway used to go towards Central. And you can see Blackpool Tower quite clearly there in the middle, and something else that says Blackpool on, like some kind of monument. So yeah, it's a great shame that Central closed, but anyway, if we look at the other side, taking care not to get run over. There's Blackpool South station just behind that brown fence, and obviously you can quite clearly see that this was a bridge which would have had a railway underneath it years ago. Now it's a road. Scandalous, absolutely scandalous what they did to the railways in Blackpool. Well, I suppose it could have been worse. It could have ended up with just Blackpool North and nothing else. At least the South line is still open. But they need to make more of this station, I think. 2 platforms and a double track section somewhere around Lytham, St Anne's, that way. Because it would be very easy to do. Right, let's have a little walk down onto the seafront. Which is down there. Right, this is the entrance to Blackpool South station. We'll have a look at the seafront in a moment. So it's down these steps. There is disabled access, and just down there is the platform. So let's go to the seafront now and see what's what. Right, we're in Blackpool near the South station, of course, as you just saw earlier. Queen's Hotel there, Viking Hotel, and there's the Pleasure Beach Complex. I don't think it's open at the moment because it's out of season, obviously February. I think it opens in March, roughly when the clocks go forward, that sort of time. And obviously I think that is the South Pier, I would think. And looking out to sea. There's not a lot of battery power left now, so... Now they did something here, some kids did something here a few years ago, probably about 10-11 years ago I think it was. Court of King Caractacus. I'll add a link in the description if you want to check that video out. A lot of the kids are in the 20s now though, not kids anymore. Right, so we'll have a little wander around and then back to South Station. Southbound tram approaching from Fleetwood, heading for Stargate. It's about time this system was extended. I know Blackpool North getting a little spur, but I think it should be more. It's been Fleetwood Stargate for years. Right, we're now on the 1348 from Blackpool South to Preston, and we're going right through with this service. All stations to Preston except Salwick, or Salwick, however you say it, I don't know. And then we're changing there to go to Lancaster. Hopefully we can go via Morecambe and then back to Leeds through Skipton. So, on we go. Right, bye bye Blackpool South. 1448 from here, not 1348, is that what I said? Can't get anything right, can we? Right, just arriving at the Pleasure Beach. There's the Pepsi Max and whatnot else. Now at Ansdell and Fairhaven, we didn't see this station on the way here because we walked it. So look what the platform's like at this side. There isn't one at the moment, but it's staggered. So They might have to build a new one, unless of course it was an island platform and it's over there the other side. It could be. Anyone care to correct me on that? Looks like there was a track under the bridge there at one point. There's another signal here, look. Wow. Doesn't look like there was a platform over there at all. Probably an island platform. Right, I think this is our unit coming in now for Barrow-in-Furness. It is actually a northern service, even though it is a Transpennine Express unit, a 185 147. Looking at the time, it's 47 now, so it's a minute late already. So I think it's a case of we're staying on to Carnforth, but we will see, we'll see. Oh, so we're getting the first class. Let's get in the first class. Right, we're now on the 1546 to Barrow-in-Furness from Preston. It is a northern service despite being 185. They're still hiring about 3 or 4 Transpennine units for this service and 1 or 2 others. So, bring first class as well, declassified first class. So we're about 3 or 4 minutes late, so we may have to go to Carnforth. We'll just have to see when we get to Lancaster if this train is given the road ahead of the service to Leeds. So there's a slim possibility we may still be able to change at Lancaster, otherwise it's Carnforth. So let's keep going. Right now on the 1605 Lancaster to Leeds via Morecambe. It wasn't a difficult connection, even though it was only 4 minutes, because the Barrow-in-Furness train had the road out of the station here and we didn't. So it was a walk in the park basically. Just leaving Lancaster now, heading for Morecambe, and then we shall do the Hestbank curve. This train is actually on the display twice, 1611 Leeds and 1623 Leeds when we come back.
What goes there?
How cool is that? This train's almost unloaded now here at Bear Lane. All the school kids have gone off. So we're on the north track at Bear Lane. The track just there, which is the south track I'll call it. One's up or down, but they're both independent single lines. And the Heysham train has to use this line to our left here, because there's no access to the Heysham line from platform 1 at the current Morecambe station. There was at the old one, of course. Right, now just leaving Morecambe. We're on platform 1, which is of course the north line, so it looks like we're going right road here now this time. Right, let's do Hestbank curve. Bear Lane to Hestbank Junction. Not so sure whether all the stations team did this curve or not, but they did the Heysham line. Not to do a bit better service in my book by doing Leeds via Morecambe Lancaster direct back, or the other way around, alternately, whichever. So we'll just see the Heysham line going off down there now. Just down that building. Right, back to Bear Lane and then round the curve. Right, just leaving Bear Lane now and on to the curve. We already got the indication before we got into the station. I didn't think to film it. See if it squeals a bit this now here. There's a unit on the other side waiting to come in on 153. Squealing a bit. heading for Morecambe. And that's the main line, that's the more regular side of the triangle. Curving away there. And then the main line is further across, the West Coast main line proper. This curve is actually straighter. Just about to join the West Coast now. Not very far away. This is Hestbank Junction. Just a bit further up here now, just here where we are now, literally, is a pretty unique bit of the West Coast main line because it is the only section between London and Glasgow where you can see the sea on the West Coast. This is Hestbank Junction now where we actually join the main line. Hestbank box. Gate box link is that. We could do a walk up here one day, won't we? Walk from Carnforth to Morecambe this way and see if we can do that one day. It's another possible walk. Battery's really low now, 7 minutes left. Right, we're on the West Coast proper now. Next stop Carnforth. Yep, someone got on at Morecambe or Bear Lane and wanted Lancaster. How predictable was that?
The earlier one, before this dog.
Now pulling into Carnforth. So predictable. Now the feather. Correct feather there. The other one take us around the back of the station, I think. I wonder if there's a steam engine getting fired up. There's the West Coast. No platforms as yet on the main line. Whether that will ever change remains to be seen. And of course, don't forget, this was where Brief Encounter was filmed in 1945. But I'm not going black and white with this. Heather here for Leeds now. Main line's Barrow Furnace. It's very slow around this curve now. About 10 miles an hour, I think. It is a bit ridiculous. The battery is literally on the last bar now. There's very little left, so crossing over the West Coast main line now. About a minute of battery power left, it'll go off. Right, this is Kirkham, and this is where Jim Bowen used to live. This is literally the last shot now because the battery is on red flashing. That's Kirkham, that was Jim Bowen's house years ago. Right, this is the last shot now. The battery is just about out now, so we're working our way to Leeds and then back to Cottingley. Full itinerary coming up in a moment, so end of vlog, see you in the next. Right, we're back at Leeds now. The battery's still just with us, but this happened earlier today, this afternoon, and I was expecting trouble, but thankfully it didn't spoil our entry into Leeds from Lancaster. So 5203, 52, I think 57203. So it's a 150. It was working Manchester Vic Brighouse Leeds, and we're going to get this 1823. If it's might be a little bit delayed, but it's 15203 is the unit. It's a recently refurbed as well, so it's a bit of a shock, is that, seeing something split like that en route. Right, 1823, back to Cottingley, and that's it.